All right, so we got June 1917. I think this is turn 36. Wow. But we got National Morale Day. Yay! Let's go. And since it's June, the weather is already. Where's June? May through. It's clear weather, so when it's clear, you can do all these wonderful things like offenses and do in rounds and all that fun stuff. But anyway, we're going to go with National Morale. Oops. Helps if you have the dice handy. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. First, we're going to go with Germany. Ooh, that was a 10, but now it's a 4. It just flipped over. It was like hovering. And we got Austria-Hungary. They have a +1. That's a 7, which still is nothing. There's no Ottomans. We don't have any Bulgaria, France, Italy. Let's see. Italy came in, I think, in November of 16, so they're good still. Britain. Uh-oh. That's not good. 10. Reduce by 30% and 1 artillery. Yikes. So, well, they lose 1 because they only have 5. 5 times 3 is 15. It's 1.5. So that's actually 2. Now, that's not good. That's going to hurt them. Bad. Yikes. Okay. And Russia is a 3. So they're good. All right. So that's. We got to do Romania. Romania is a 6. They're good. And who's else? Greece. When did Greece come in? Have they been in? I think it's been a year. I have to take a quick gander. June 16. Yep. All right. Or is it every 6 months? I think it's. Well, I'll just roll it anyway. 2. They're good. All right, doesn't matter. All right, so that's everybody. I have to go back and take a look and see when Greece came into the war. I can't remember, but it's not an issue. But right now, it's the big issue that happened with the Brits. War effort. I guess the people at home are not too happy at the moment. All right, we'll just come back and see what happens. All right, June 1917, Central Powers, Eastern Front. They went on the offensive. There was a Russian unit right here that got taken out, but they did take a bunch of Germans with them in that process. There was no decisions and half exchanges and stuff, so they took some Germans with them there. The Germans also attacked this corner right here, and they did take some casualties also in the process. Same thing, it was like no decisions and half exchanges. So you can see there used to be a full stack there, is now down to nothing. So they lost some pretty good amount of troops in that attack. Over here, they fell back. It's like they were sitting here and like, let's get out of here. So they fell back here because their defense, well, they don't have enough attack strength to go against what's sitting right here. So they fell back. All right. Austrians right here are still dug in. They brought some troops up here. Unfortunately, it's like a 1-to-1 attacks against this cav right here. So they're going to wait for them reinforcements or see if they can force the Romanians out of there. All right. Now over here on the southeastern front, the Germans, not liking how the circumstances were looking, fell back with some Austro-Hungarian reinforcements filling the gap now. Because the Germans are having problems with getting reinforcements themselves. The Italians were sitting here going, hey, we got lots and lots of troops. So they brought almost their entire army, got them up on line, and attacked here. And had a couple exchanges with the British and had one attacker attrition, so that wasn't so good. So they did not take the Hex, but they did lose a bunch of troops in the process, taking some British troops out. Now here there was some British troops parked here, and the end result was they attacked with a large number of Italian troops against the British. They took the British completely out, but they took a lot of casualties in the process of doing that. So that wasn't so wonderful for them, but they did go sort of on the offensive. So that is the whole gist of what happened in the Central Powers turn. As you can see, the dead pile has really mounted. There's a lot of British laying over here. It's going to take them a long time to get any of those back into action, but you can see the Italians took a lot of troops themselves. So they're just as bad off trying to get their troops back. So it's like the dead pile is pretty big right now. So there you go. That's the end of the Central Powers turn. We'll be back. It's June 1917. Allies. Eastern Front. Russians start building a line here. They brought in the reinforcements, finally got some pushed into here, and they're still dug in along here. And they got some reinforcements here. So they're kind of trying to form a line over here, but that's not so good. Over here, they went on the offensive, moved up, and did attack one unit and pushed them out. I think the attack was here. There, I think it was right there. There was a couple, I think it was just a small unit that was left right there. Got wiped out. So these two attacked from here to there and took them out. The Romanians won the offensive against the Austrians right here. It was sort of a disaster. Well, not really a disaster. They did take the Hex away because it was really minor troops parked in there. Like third line type troops, and took them out, but they did take some casualties in the process. The Russians moved over here. Looks like they're trying maybe force the issue around the corner. It's hard to say. Now the other thing happened over here. This was the big slaughter fest. The June offensive into Austria has begun. The Greeks, let's just start with the Greeks. They moved up, attacked right here with their corps. As you can see, well, there's not many Greeks left. They sort of took a lot of exchanges in the process, did take out the Hex right there, but they can't advance any farther. They can only go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're at the farthest advance they can go, but they did take that Hex, but they can't take it. The Romanians attacked over here, and you can see the Romanians are gone. It was like exchange, and well, that was not so good for them, nor was it good for the Germans that were parked there. Germans are gone, along with a whole bunch of Romanians and Greeks. All right, the British attacked here, and the attack was successful, but they had a couple, was it one half exchange or something like that, a couple of those, and a total victory in one of the attacks. And you can see these two units are much smaller right here, but they did take the Hex, took out the Germans that were there, and it's opening the road up to Budapest. So it's not looking good right there. And they pulled their troops out the line right here and brought the troops that were parked over here and brought them over here, and they railed in some new troops from the bottom down here that were they're sitting down here from the previous turn, and are all parked right through here. So right now it's still looking good for the British, sort of. They really can't bring their troops back as quickly, but they did get some help from everybody else. And the end result was most of the defenses down here have broken, maybe opening the line up for the Brits to do something. It's hard to say. And Okay, maybe the Russians might go on the offensive over here, but you never know. It may pull troops that were advancing over that direction, have to throw them down here, shore up the line. So all the reinforcements that might have gone in the offensive now have to go into the defensive. So it's a give and take. That's what happened in this turn. And you can see the dead pile is huge. War is hard on the population. All right. That's everything. We'll be back.